Crypto news, charts, alpha, let's hit it. First for news, I want to just show you an example. This is on CNBC Squawk Box of how much money is just flirting with Bitcoin. You got no idea. If you don't know, now you will know. Watch this.
Ask you about Bitcoin. You have, I think, about $1.83 billion as of Q4 in terms of revenue, down 7%. You also have Bitcoin on your balance sheet. How much is there right now?
Over $130 million of Bitcoin on our balance sheet as of the end of the year, with a fair market value being above that. Ultimately for us, this is a long-term, potentially transformational initiative to build utility into the Bitcoin ecosystem. We believe the internet needs a currency that will help bring down inefficient costs in the system that exists right now.
Sorry, darling, I have to cut you off right there. That's what I'm talking about. Internet money, that is what it is. We all know, if you've been around in crypto for as long as me, for sure you will know that that is inevitable. Internet needs money, and that was happening in Silk Road days. That was what went on. So, but also just the hundreds of millions of dollars in Bitcoin, right? So you just see there is less and less Bitcoin moving from long-term hands to short-term hands ever. World records. We've got world record of less Bitcoin moving to, in the entirety of Bitcoin's existence, there has never been this many long-term holders. All right, here we have Bitcoin on the 1 hour chart. So we've got if we zoom out a little bit, you'll know and you'll remember that there is a primary channel. The primary channel went into the secondary channel, which was this, and then the tertiary channel, which was the smaller moves. Yeah, so channels within channels, it's inception of the channel. But if you're trading short-term time frames, then yeah, like what I was doing yesterday with higher leverage, larger positions, 2% move from a retest to a low is not a bad pay. Not a bad pay. When the green candle engulfs the low, then I take my profit, exit the trade. That was my rule, and that was why that was fine. But what I'm talking about now is getting rid of the channels and just about, is this bounce to the upside worth anything and worth knowing about? Well, one thing we can look at here is on the hourly chart. You can see the candle closes here along this horizontal range high and range low. You can see there's a lot of grouping candle closes, pivot points here, break, retest, enter. There is a lot, and here it doesn't look significant. Its candle closes are below the previous candle closes of the previous high. But if we zoom out on the 4 hour chart, you can see that that was just a wick. So 4 hour candle closes are up where shit starts becoming serious. And there is how many hours left on this candle close? 8, so half an hour. And a candle like this closing above the range high, which is here for candle closes, then that's a bullish sign. That's a good sign for the bulls. Now let's have a little look at the alpha. All right, you want some alpha? Here's some alpha. We've got the Kingfisher liquidity map. So if the price were to go to this area and no stop losses or positions were closed, this is where the liquidations would occur. This is on BTC USDT on Binance, which is the highest traded pair in existence. You can see if the price was to move down to 22K, barely scratching, a couple of big liquidations here, 34 mil. That's the biggest one. But as a total, bugger all, you can see that it's very low there. On the other side, if the price was to move up 2K on the other side, up to 25K, you're chewing through all this big money right here. What a cluster. 40 mil, 43 mil, 36 mil, 27 mil, 32, 91 mil on that huge wick up. There is spot buying, and then there is perpetual shorting going on that is shown by this. So I'm sure if you have a look at the CVD, you'll see the same sort of information. So there you go. There's the inside look. This is a bullish sign, because what would take money from all the perpetual futures traders on Binance is for the price to rush up and clear out all this liquidity. It's like a magnet back up to 25K-ish. Where is that? That ends at about 24,800 there is where it sort of starts tapering off. So peace and love. Hope you enjoyed that. I'll see you on the next one.